Black Box Production.
Catastrophe, a momentous tragic event ranging from extreme misfortune to utter overthrow or ruin. A violent and sudden change in a feature of the earth. Catastrophe, a momentous tragic event ranging from extreme misfortune to utter overthrow or ruin. Wow. I never even read when I put it up there. I didn't even go over the official definition of catastrophe. Didn't read it because I just assumed I knew what catastrophe means. March 31st, 2019, it was a catastrophe on the Keyway Christ. Neighborhood Nip lost his life on my behalf. On my mama. It's crazy. Y'all know me personally. I don't come on here and discuss none of my hood politics. Let me clarify when I say that. You might hear me talk about an old story from back in the day. Names, faces change, remove when appropriate. Never incriminating. You don't ever hear me talking about, oh, this going on in the hood right now. The homie's this, the homie that. That's never been my thing. Even in my lyrics, you hear me mention homies. It's about some throwbacks we used to do back in the day. Nothing extra, right? The only time you hear me mention anything, especially since I've been going live on a regular basis, we had one queerdo hopped up out of nowhere looking twacked out talking about this bitch ass nigga's water. Wooty. He said, when I get shot? He like 3 years ago. And all of a sudden this paperwork popping up, and he started talking about he want to air it out. Like, well, let's start airing. When we get to airing, we gonna air it out. So he did that. I did a little live, and just said the things I've been knowing about him. I just so happen to have been knowing him since like 93, and I've been seeing him mark out since like 94. A series of events all the way through. Nonetheless, at the time, he was a homie, so, right? So, on my mama, the only reason I addressed it on the internet is because he went on the internet, said my name, and said, disrespected me, and said whatever he said. Now, today, this has been a long time ago that all this, there ain't been no, I guess he wants some attention. Because today, a few people get in my DM saying he on IG being disrespectful toward me. Now, for one, I don't pay it no mind because, for one, Cuz got me blocked on IG. He started trolling me a while ago. And you know me, I'm with the tree, Nolan, no problem. It didn't take him long before he blocked me, right? And then often people screenshot little put it in my DM. I don't ever make no mention of it, especially when he be calling me on my nuts and all that, right? I don't make no mention of it, but it is what it is. Cuz he in his feelings, he feel what he feel. So today he popped up, I guess he had something to say. I ain't looked at it, ain't gonna look at it. For one, cause I'm gonna tell y'all, everybody know where I'm from, right? If you could find one person from East Coast, you can find one person from 60, Compton Crip, Pyro, Long Beach, Serenos. I've been doing time in the system since the 90s. Been in these streets right here just as long. You find any individual that occupy any of them arenas with me that can tell you any smut about me, and I'll stop going live for the rest of my life. One day of smut, one iota. Smutless. For those who don't know what smut means, it means when you living that lifestyle, having any type of conversation attached to your name where people could say you violated your principles, the code, your morals, your integrity, your character, you marked out, you did some buster, you told on somebody, you ran, anything of that nature will fall under having SMUTT on your name. If I had any 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 4 seconds, 5 seconds of almost kind of like SMUTT, I pray for the first person that raised their hand, present the SMUTT, and I'll be through. You'll never see me on a live again. So that's the first reason I'm not going to go pay attention to what nobody got to say about my CRIPPIN, because you can't say nothing about it unless you lying. Now, I can take from it that something must be implied about me not going to the hood and me not being active. I want to thank Cuz for helping me further forward that message that I've been trying to get that message out there for quite some time, because people seem to confuse me with a gangbanger. And I've been expressing, like, y'all, ever since most of y'all know me, I've been a retired former gang member, professional recording artist. And I just happen to, I don't know what it is. When I participate in what they call gangster rap, all of a sudden, when I do it, it's so believable and so real that I'm a gangbanger. But everybody else could just be making records. But, I was a professional artist since most of you guys even know me. And, like, I happen to know this dude since, like, 94. So, 93, when Cuz he ran off. He kind of remind me. I don't come to. Let me get backtrack just a little bit. Well, I don't go to the hood. Like, no, I don't. I ain't been going in a long time, for years. Shout out to Doc, especially in the climate where everything is being recorded, videotaped, and they passing out the RICO Act. When I was just telling y'all not to just people with my career and a public platform with street attachments or affiliations, I told you that I'm from an organization that's highly, highly at risk for that type of targeting. And no longer than I said it, you've seen what happened to the homie, right? So I don't want no documentation and no kind of reach and affiliation with no type of gang activity. On top of that, me going to my neighborhood to hang out is a childhood activity. If you know some grandparents that's hanging around with their childhood friends in the ghetto, doing what they was doing as teenagers, show them me. I'm gonna show you the difference between a young fool hanging out in the streets doing foolish stuff, hanging out in his neighborhood where his father owned property on 99th, his grandmother owned property on 93rd, and he was from 97th Street, and his friends' parents owned property all up and down the blocks on every street, and we had backyards and cuts and all that as kids and as young adults when we did it too long. And then I'm gonna show you the difference about when we don't own nothing. Nobody lived nowhere around there. The one wide open field that we even had gates we could hop and access our family and friends' backyards. The police to put a cage around that. I'm never going to hang right there. And then, how do you get called out by somebody who do gangbang diss records? Shout out to the Bout. Do gangbang diss records to a certain group of people. Allegedly, people from that side of town, according to him, come and shoot him in the ass. And then, this a cat used to walk around with their hood whacked out on his t-shirt. Do the records when nobody else in the world that's trying to be on any type of mainstream platform like he called himself trying to do is doing no dissing no hoods on records. He on record dissing they hood. They in turn come and shoot him in the ass, and he end up on the stand for the prosecution, giving testimony, talking about I ain't no rat. So you telling me what we started doing way back in the day with all the obstacles and challenges they had in this game, now in the new version they inserted cats that can be publicly, vocally out dissing enemies. Then enemies still taking a chance like, oh, he wanted. Like, he signed up for this game of tag that we do. Okay. They come and get at you like, like you asked for it. You could end up on a stand in their trial for shooting you, testifying on the behalf of the prosecution, and like Tip Cliffy Harris, you call yourself not a rat. So first of all, that's the type of person that's speaking your name and challenge you something. Somebody who just tried to go to a function a month or two ago, and got robbed and beat up for being a rat. In 1994, he got robbed for a burner by the homie. I watched him. He gave it to me. Only time I ever lied on this dude, I'm going to tell you. On my mama's in Beautiful World, when I said, in the cut with the blue steel, on my mama, the only gun I ever seen him with was in 94, was a tech. He tried to sell it to the homie to buy some diapers. He had his first baby. This is how long he been having kids. So, and then when the homie took his tech, he got on. I guarantee you, whatever math that is, he got a child that age. On my mama. He might be on his way to being a great-grandparent. But when the cuz took the tech and gave it to me, he got on. We ain't seen him again till like 94, 95. He popped up. He full-fledged, said me see, what. Mind you, I'm already in retirement. I'm already a professional recorded artist. Oh, mama, I hadn't met Curtisha yet, but I had already been through the whole Death Row saga. So mind you, me and my generation started doing this like 92, 93. And then when he came back in 2004, I'm already inactive. Ain't no secret. Just in case, not in case, just for the feds and everybody paying attention. That's how long I've been inactive. Oh, Baba. You dig it? Like, since then, y'all been seeing me in a rap genre that is based on the lifestyle that I had lived before, and this is what I did since. So anything before that, so I don't know where the confusion come. So here it is. Cuz like, we've been in the gym running full court basketball for 3 hours. We outside in our cars, leaving, going down the block. Now he in the gym by himself, making baskets, talking about can't nobody guard him. Like, he's popped up in 2004 trying to do what we did a long time ago on my mama. Like, and then he ain't even doing it. Like, everybody I started doing this with ain't even around no more. The only one that's around, cuz gave me paperwork on him. And then when he gave me the paperwork on cuz, down the line, he ended up trying to politic on cuz' behalf on the same paperwork, trying to be secretive about the fact that he gave it to me. Oh, my mama. So ain't no smut on me. So I ain't worried about a cat exposing no smuts. He can say what he want to. This what I'm going to do. I'll be back. I'm going to be back in 10. That same 10 you took between... that same 10 you took between 94 and 2004, I'm going to take that 10. I just see you in 18 at the hood day. You was copy please for me to talk to the nigga you gave me the paperwork on. Oh, my mama. Man, so you telling me whatever can happen with having fun, it could get cracking and whatever, because, whatever happened, the police get involved, and whoever you got into it with could end up on trial for it, first of all. And not only can they end up on trial, you will end up on the stand on behalf of the DA, let the DA question you on what, and you will give some details about what happened, and then say, I don't know if that is him or it's not him. I can't say if it's him or not. If you even want to try to do what you tried to act like you was trying to do, you could have said this. I got a good look at the shooter. That ain't him. I'm 100%. I'm 110% sure. Like, you supposed to want to get at them like they got at you. Like how you started it. You started it on wax. You thought there was somebody over there who was going to rap and diss you. You waiting on somebody to diss the setback. They came and shot him in the ass. He got on the stand. And now he on the internet, social media, calling out for more beef. Nah, I'm not coming to go. First of all, I ain't never hung out nowhere without plenty burner access at my fingertip. I got a homie, Baby Jinx, who was doing it back when we was doing it, when Cuz doing the 10 when he had ranked off. Cuz been living in Arizona for like 10 years, square life, all that, whatever. He come to the hood for a funeral. Go to the hood after the funeral. I don't know if it's after or before. I think it's after the funeral. Because he like me, he don't know nothing about being around here without no gun. He posting up with his burner in that field with the new version with the gate around it that I was telling y'all about. Police swoop up, guess what? He go to jail. He ain't living no gangbang life, ain't did it for years, doing a whole nother state. Man, I got like 2-3 jobs, man, a couple careers, and a grandbaby, man. What is you talking about? No SMUTT though. I got all that and no SMUTT. It's a cat I ain't never do nothing but help. Made him rap lyrics, not making him, but motivate him, inspired him to say, my nigga Spotted Loc made it, so he gave me a chance to put the hood in a song you can hear in France. He used to say his name and say, Spotted Loc's protege. All you gotta do is go check the catalog. I ain't never did nothing but help him. Just as recently as my Cleopatra deal. Y'all can go see the date on that. He was texting me, congratulating me. A whole nother homie put his paperwork out to the public, told him that and all that. For some reason, he think it's me. Now he know it wasn't me, and he's still on the campaign to try to smut my name, but I'm smutless. You know, I don't do nothing but make music, go live, sell clothes, sell lashes, work at the docks. Oh, my mama, it's simple with me. I used to gangbang a long time ago. Some homies write books. Shout out to Live from the Deuce, Big Kiko from Lil Mate. Some homies make music. We got a lot of homies that make music. We got homies working jobs. Shout out to my homie Baby Black. Do y'all know I literally have been active, raised young Crips that have grown up and retired they Crippin' and been gone, who got no SMUTT on their name and they reputable. They whole experience was started and completed before I called myself retired. And these are still solid niggas who ain't did half of what I did, and everything they did I know about. I showed them how to do it, told them how to do it. Baby Black, what up, cuz? I love you. When you talk to all the homies that I know, the homies that I talk to, that I'm in touch with, oh, my mama. Anybody from my generation don't know him. Niggas like Lil Black don't even know cuz. Niggas that's just coming home, finna come home from doing 25. Oh, my mama. They don't even know cuz. Then the ones that do know him got some kind of idea. When his name do come up, they be like, cuz, you the one let cuz come back around. I'm like, me? How it's me? Nigga, I wasn't even active when cuz popped up. I seen it. I used to slide through. I seen it, but it wasn't on me to stop it. Y'all let cuz do that. Don't put that on me. On my mama. Lil Ant really turned me on to with cuz on the music, cuz cuz was playing that roll call. And when he's playing that roll call on his chirp phone, I heard my name, Baby Spider. Sounded hard. And then I'm like, who is that? He like, that's cuz. I'm like, tell cuz come to the studio on the set. Big dog, good looking. And then, so when he come to the thing, it is what it is. I knew something changed with him when he went from back then. If you go to the EC roll call, he say, "Baby Spider," or blah 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 blah, rapping about a nigga he really don't know. He really don't even know Baby Spider, or blah 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 blah. He don't really know nothing about my CRIPPIN. He was gone that whole 10, right? But then on my mama, the other song I just quoted, he said, "My nigga Spider Loc made it." When he started seeing me from Baby Spider to Spider Loc in his own eyes, I knew he was caught up in the sauce. Like everybody that met me after I met Curtisha, he was gone. It's crazy. I told him he remind me of Judas, of Lucifer. His correction was, no, it's more like Judas. And you know what? I laughed and I couldn't believe it because it was like the two most hated, worst ones, disloyal people mentioned in the whole book. And when I called him the worst, people would say, he corrected me and went to the number 2 to make it better. And then he cried when I pointed it out. But the thing about it is, now that I think about it, he is more like Judas because at least Lucifer was able to get a third of the angels supposedly to ride with him. We affiliated with the deepest, one of the deepest, if not the deepest organizations in LA. And you can't get nobody to blow your whistle with you. Oh, my mama. That speak for itself. But, yeah, that's just to y'all who happen to be curious. Cause I'm talking about way back in like, I say cut from getting beat up from Big SPI. Even after the 2000s, 2010, cut get DP in the hood 3, 4 in the morning. It's him. He won't take his DP unless I'm there to watch his back. But then he come to the internet and talk about me however I'm just, all right, cut, can I get that same 10 you took between 94 and 2004? I'm going to take my 10 right now. Do you? I'm going to give them my grandkids and my jobs and my careers and my kids and all that right now. Oh, about mama. Just be careful, man. They passing out indictments and all that, though, for y'all active cats that's on the internet, especially how they want to act like you really doing so much. Go on to the pen, catch up, man, get you some strikes, cuz you don't get no, when you go post-gentrification and start hanging out in front of property that you don't own, that's how you go from a young, fool, active, that don't know no better, to a bum, a wino, dopehead, druggie. That's who hangs in front of other people's property and smoke cigarettes and drink liquor all day and hang bums, bro. On my mama. Catch up, man. It's the future, Carol.
SPI exclusive.
This is J.P. Banks Music.
Black Box Productions.
When you're sticking to the script, it's a lonely road. Before they left the hole and tank the big homie told. He know the way this testimony hold. On that low 4, they gon' politic on him cold. SPI Bank EC for really though. Used to really go, ask my nigga Chili Mo. Had a cold gun game, crazy knuckle up. Bust on enemies with baby double up. Back and forth with the main streets on 98. Q97, me and Lil Johnny Ray. Posted up on Colton with a big ratchet. Way before Lil Wayne threw on that snitch jacket. Walked the yard with Slim Bag, what up Big Drac? Gave them back they L cuz you did that. Love my lokes even if we don't interact. Lil Mont, Baby Psych and Lil Black. EC.
SPI exclusive.
97th Street, smack dead in the Middle East. Fuck the police for King Ron and Lil Reese. Tell the truth, SP3 never lack rhymes. Sometimes feel I might die behind my rap lines. We ain't in Malibu now, we in Maui. Baby Pie, EC, Bear, me and Wowie. Tico, Kiko, EC Red. Still can't believe Frankie and CC dead. Come to putting in work Did more than a little dirt, airbrush shirt. Big Milk, Lil Merc, Lil Box, Baby Ant, both souls, all the coops. First street to 24 when we call the troops. Lost a legend when we buried Bug. Coach love to the riders that carry cuz, never seen it coming. Was a little foul, still took heart though, my hat off to Lil Owl. EC. EC. EC.
Baymax business.
Big Spider and Lil Spider both got an Ezel. Tiny Spider got 19, rest in peace, Ezel. Shouts to the females representing EC. The brownies to the quotas, rest in peace, TT. Big Tommy's son on the 7, that's Stay Pops. Me and mine never bow down to J-Box. And that's the coldest CRIPPIN nigga ever met. Coldest CRIPPIN ever heard about, better yet. 33rd Neverary, only time a nigga ran. On the land, go ask my nigga Ran. ECG unit, came up a little show. Got told on by that nigga Lil Show. Went on TV, the homies did BT Ugly. Got love for Infinite and Lil EC Buzzy. For death though, that mean to my dying day. EC, that's all I've been trying to say. EC. 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 EC.
Black Box Production.
EC.
Mom.
Nigga Nip Hustle. Big shout out to my nigga SPI, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the black box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned. All that.